Today's class is on functional foods. My name is Jenny Tackett, and I'm a registered dietitian with Rock Valley Health. Functional foods are foods that you can actually add to your diet to improve your health. I like to think of the positive aspects of nutrition. A lot of times people assume nutrition is all about what to avoid, those tempting foods that, we want to eat. But really, the base of our diet needs to be full of foods that improve our health. And functional foods are foods that have been shown to have some benefits as far as disease prevention. So the first food we'll start with are blueberries. And blueberries contain phytochemicals called anthocyanins. And a phytochemical is just a fancy name for a chemical in plants that has some health benefits. And they found that including blueberries in your diet can help protect against the signs of aging, can help with balance and coordination, and it may help with short-term memory as well. The polyphenols that are in blueberries are also associated with a reduction in your risk for heart disease and some cancers. So including blueberries perhaps in your oatmeal in the morning or as a snack during the day can have some health benefits. The next functional food are omega-3 fatty acids. And the benefit of omega-3 fatty acids are linked to heart risk. So including some omega-3 in your diet can help with reduction of triglycerides. Triglycerides are a fat that circulates in the blood and can be a risk factor for heart disease. And also including omega-3 fatty acids can reduce your risk of sudden cardiac death. Another health benefit besides heart health is a reduction in inflammation that occurs and can result in some joint pain and arthritis. Sources of omega-3 fatty acids include fish such as salmon, tuna, and mackerel, so more of the fatty fish. And having just 3 ounces of fish in the diet every other day gives you about an average of 1 gram of omega-3 fatty acids. The omega-3 fatty acid found in fish is even more powerful as far as these health benefits than the kind found in plant foods. Now, I know that some people don't like fish, so if you don't like fish, a good plant source of omega-3 fatty acid is flaxseed. And flaxseed is sold in the grocery store both in the seed form or in the ground form. When you consume flaxseed, you want to make sure that it is ground. So you can buy it in the seed form and then grind it in a coffee grinder, for example, and then include that in your foods. So some people like flaxseed ground and in smoothies or sprinkled on oatmeal, on top of yogurt, or even on main dishes like enchiladas, lasagna, meatballs, things like that. The recommendation for how much flaxseed you should consume is 1 to 2 tablespoons per day. Walnuts and canola oil are also sources of flaxseed, and actually anything of soy origin, so things like tofu, soy milk, will have omega-3 fatty acids as well. Dark chocolate is another functional food. It contains antioxidants and flavonoids, which are associated with a reduction in cardiovascular disease, and also may help reduce blood pressure. Now, the recommendations as far as dark chocolate is a very small portion, so about the size of 2 Hershey's Kisses per day. So sometimes it's hard to control ourselves with chocolate. I know it's a very favorite food, but if you can limit your amount, above that you end up getting quite a bit of the saturated fat that's also in chocolate. So it helps to try to control the portions, eat slowly, and really enjoy some dark chocolate in your diet. Cruciferous vegetables are vegetables such as broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, greens, and turnips. And these vegetables contain indoles and sulforaphane, which may help reduce the risk of cancer. And these are gas-forming vegetables, so you don't want to overdo it, but including some cruciferous vegetables in your diet on a regular basis causes a reduction in your risk of cancer, as these vegetables go through a process in the body which is very beneficial health-wise. It does like I said, end up forming some gas. Some people are more sensitive to that than others, but again, just not going too crazy, maybe a half a cup cooked or a cup raw included in the diet throughout the week. Tomatoes contain a phytochemical called lycopene, which is strongly associated with a reduction in prostate cancer and also lung and stomach cancer. Lycopene is also associated with reduction of heart disease risk, and it does help to eat tomato products with fat in order to absorb the lycopene. So for example, when you have a pasta sauce that maybe there's some olive oil included in that meal, the tomato that's in the pasta sauce will be better absorbed than if it was from a fresh tomato. Of course, including fresh tomatoes is excellent as well in the diet. There's a benefit to including some of those tomato sauces. Whole grains are associated with a reduction of bowel disorders and colon cancer, and can also help with reducing constipation, which can help reduce your risk of diverticulosis. Diverticulosis is a condition where pockets or diverticuli form in the colon, and those pockets can become inflamed, infected, and very, very painful. So it's important to stay regular and to include plenty of fiber in the diet. Whole grains are an excellent source of fiber. They are a food that a lot of times gets eliminated from diets when people are trying to lose weight. They oftentimes cut out bread, pasta, rice. But if you're picking the whole wheat bread, the brown rice, and the whole wheat pasta, and your portion sizes are not excessive, like a cup of brown rice or pasta or less, 2 slices of bread for a sandwich, for example, those foods can definitely be part of a healthy diet. And sometimes when you eliminate a food, like you don't allow yourself bread or pasta, you crave it so much that you end up going overboard when you do allow it back into your diet. So that fiber can help strengthen cells on the colon surface and are also associated with lowered blood pressure and cholesterol levels. So hopefully that gave you some ideas of some foods. I always think that you should eat foods that you enjoy. So if there were some foods that I mentioned that you enjoy that you could increase in your diet, those can actually have a health benefit for you. So we'll end with 2 questions about functional foods. The first question is, what is a health advantage to eating blueberries? You just write that down. And the second question is, list 2 sources of omega-3 fatty acids. All right. Well, thank you very much for listening. Have a great day.